Hey guys, it's Marissa, and today I have a really exciting, hopefully, I'm going to be doing a story time video. I've done a story time once before. You guys actually seem to really like it, and I was always like, yeah, I should do more, and then I just didn't. Here I am. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this and you want more story times, let me know because I have a lot of stories. Today I'm going to be telling you guys the story of the time that I almost got scammed out of an entire house because I'm an idiot. Also, if you guys are new here, hi, my name's Marissa. I do all types of videos. I do 2 new videos a week. Some of them are makeup, hair, fashion. Some of them are random. Some of them are about music, whatever. So if you guys aren't subscribed yet, please make sure you are subscribed. The subscribe button is right down below, and it's free, so please subscribe. Also, if you guys aren't following me on social media, I will have my Snapchat right here so you guys can either take a screenshot of it or do the little phone thing, whatever. And then I will have my Instagram and Twitter username right here, so make sure you guys follow me on there because when I'm not here, I'm definitely on one of those. Anyway, so I'm just gonna hop right into the story. So basically, yeah, I was living in Florida at the time, so this was like a year and a half ago type of timeline. I had my roommate and we were looking for 2-bedroom apartments. Like, our lease was up, so when I moved there, I moved in with my roommate. We were kind of like finishing out her lease. Like, I kind of like hopped on to the end of her lease. We were finishing that out so that we could get a 2-bedroom apartment together. Yeah, so basically we had like done our time in our little 1-bedroom freaking apartment, and it was time for, like, our lease was ending and we were looking for a 2-bedroom place because we were like roughing it out in this 1-bedroom. So anyway, so we were looking everywhere, and you know, of course, like, we are some poor bitches out here. So we are trying to find a good freaking deal. So we, like, when I tell you, like, day and night we went and looked at places, like day and night. Like, we would be at work sending each other like, oh, look at this place, like online all the time, and then we would be driving places all the time. Like, we were hunting. So anyway, so we find this 2-bedroom house. Yes, this is where we get literally stupid. So we found this house, and if you are from Florida or any really big city, I guess not all over Florida, any big city, you know that most places that are bigger cities, houses are going to be more expensive than apartments. Like, most people live in an apartment. Like, families live in an apartment. Like, where I'm from, most people have a house, not an apartment. Like, there's very few apartments around here. Where I live now, like, it's just mostly houses. But in bigger cities, it's kind of the opposite. So most people live in an apartment, and very few people actually have houses. You guys can't hear the wind outside. It's freaking a windstorm right now. It's literally insane. Yes, so we find this house, and she sends it to me, and she found it on Craigslist. Terrible idea, number one. And anyway, so this is 2-bedroom house. It's like literally gorgeous, and it's only $900, which, just to put in perspective, is like how much the rent was for our 1-bedroom. So things aren't really adding up to the correct prices, but we are also like, dude, like, how are we gonna let this go? Like, maybe, I don't know. So whatever. So we're thinking like maybe it's in a bad neighborhood, maybe this, maybe that. Like, what could possibly be wrong with this, you know, for why it would be that price. So we actually go and drive by it because we're like, maybe it's in a bad neighborhood, and that's why, because there are places in Orlando that have bad neighborhoods where it's cheaper. So we're like, maybe that's why. So we go drive by, and it's really not in the best neighborhood, but it's gated. So we're like, it's literally a gated community. Like, how can it be that bad? So whatever. So anyway, we go along with it. We message the guy, and we're like, hey, like, we're really interested. Like, can we see the house? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, of course. You know, writes us right back away. Writes us back right away. I can't talk. Anyway, gets back to us, and it's like, yeah, like, we would love to, like, show you the house, blah, blah, blah. Gives us this whole story about his daughter, and it's his daughter's wedding, and it's like an hour away. Literally the only day that we're available to see the house is his daughter's wedding, and I think it was a Saturday, so it kind of made sense, I guess. But anyway, we're like, yeah, and then he's like, okay, like, I'll have a lockbox, which, if you guys don't know, it's literally just a little hook that goes on to like the door, and I've seen these before, so like it wasn't that weird to me, I guess. But it was just a lockbox, and then you put in a code, and then you get the key to the house, and you can go like view it, and then you put it back when you're done. So like I said, I've seen this before, so I'm like, yeah, okay, perfect, like, let's do that. Now, when we go to visit, first we get up to the gate, right? And we're like not able to get in. He doesn't give us a code to get in the gate because, like I said, it's a gated community. We get up to the gate and we are trying to get in, and we're like, what the hell? So then we're like calling him, whatever, and like, I don't know. So it sounded sounded like, basically when we called him, it would sound like it went through like another phone line. So like not his direct line, and you know you can get like Google numbers and then it calls the Google number and then your phone. That's what it sounded like when we called him. Like it was very hard to hear him on the phone, and also I don't think that he like could speak a lot of English. Neither me nor my roommate could speak anything but English, so it was very hard to like communicate with him on the phone, but we were trying, man. So we like call him and we're like, we need the gate code, blah blah blah, and he like answers the phone and is like about to give us the gate code and then goes, give me a second. This should have been a red flag for us, but apparently we're idiots. So he literally had to hang up the phone to find out the gate code to get us in the gate. Like he should have had it off the top of his head if that was his house, but whatever. We said, of course you are right. We go, we find the house, whatever. We get there and it has the lockbox and no one's there, and of course me and my roommate are freaking out, but not at all thinking this is a scam. We literally thought we were gonna get killed, okay? My biggest fear was, I was like, he's probably inside the house and he's about to snatch us up and he's going to kill us like a Craigslist killer. Like that is what's going on here. Like we're about to die in this house. So that is where our main concern is. I remember calling my dad and my dad is like, dude, what are you freaking out about? And I have him on the phone, and my roommate was like not about to get in the house. Like she was like, no. So we like took turns. Because I was like, dude, we're gonna close this door and then somebody's gonna sneak in the door and come snatch us, and we're gonna be in this freaking house and no one will find us. So she was holding watch at the door in case somebody snatched me inside the house, or in case somebody was about to run in, that she was at the door so that she could like, so whatever. So I'm looking through this house real quick. Looks so nice. Like it's legit just all the pictures, and the pictures that we saw online has like the company name on it, and that was the same company that's name was all over the house. So I'm like, of course this is legit, you know? So like I was like, the pictures match the house, the company logo on the pictures matched the logo in the house. So I was like, this is real. I was like, this is for real. And like we still couldn't believe it. I was like, this is the nicest house ever. And then they had like a community pool at the place, like just like an apartment, and I was like, this is perfect. Whatever. So I look, and then, you know, I'm kind of calmed down. Nobody tried to snatch me out of the closet or nothing. And then we take turns still at the door. Like I go to the door and she is looking around, whatever. So we get back out and we are discussing, and we were like, dude, like that's for real, and that's like a great house and a great price, and we're like, we should do this. Like, and at this point we really didn't have a lot of time before our lease ended. I think we had like 3 weeks, maybe a month, but we're like, we should do this. Like we should get this place. Like this is such a nice place. And so whatever, so we end up talking to the guy more, and she was the one in direct contact with this guy, okay, not like me. And I remember, so we had this viewing in the morning, and then both of us had to work like right after this. So we're like trying to communicate through work as we're doing all this, okay? So like we go back to our apartment and we are talking to the guy, and like he is explaining to us why the price is so low. And first, this house was posted on Zillow for like almost double the price that he was asking, okay? Almost, literally, I think it was double the price that he was asking on Zillow. And so we're kind of like, what's going on, you know? And he explains that he, like, we didn't even ask that though. So he explains that he had to take it off Zillow and mark it way down to $900 because, like $900 a month, obviously. Because, and basically his daughter had cancer, and that they had to downsize their home, so they were trying to rent out this home to make money for her hospital bills, basically, is the story that he gave us. All right, so of course, you know, me and my roommate have a little soft spot, and we're like, oh my god, how sad, you know? But gladly, we will take your cheap ass house rent. Like, we love that for us. Okay, so we are still, like, we're really hyped. We find this house. We are so hyped. We said, this is perfect for us. Love this for us. We talked about it. We were like, definitely let's apply for it, because he's like inching us to like apply. He's like, you should apply right now, like, because this is not gonna last long, like all this stuff, okay? So we're like, oh my god. And like, of course, like fear is setting in, and we're like, we need this house, like we need to apply right now. But we also had work right then, so we both go to work and we're like texting about how to apply and all this stuff, and she's like talking with him and I'm at work, so then she's talking with him and then relaying the message to me, right? Okay, so finally she sends me an application to apply, and bitch, my dumbass, I'm gonna try to find it because I think that I saved it. This application, I should have known better, but in my defense, I never applied for an apartment. Like, this was the first apartment I was applying for, because I just got added on to her lease in the first one, and that was my first like apartment. I didn't really know any better, but looking at it now, I'm like, I really thought. But whatever. So anyway, so we're applying, and then he's telling us, and this is normal to have like an application fee. He's telling us it's only $100 for both of us. Like it's just $50 each. So I'm like, okay. So she's at work texting me, and she sends me it, and she's like, hey, just like cash out me $50 for the app fee. And I'm like, no problem. So I cash out her $50, right? So I apply, we send it back. Oh my god, like 10 minutes later, we're approved. Red flag number 2. Red flag number 50 actually, but whatever. So right after that, we are approved for this apartment, right? And she is telling me we are so excited, and then I'm like starting to get a little, like I'm starting to smell the fishy scent, okay? I'm starting to say this is not smelling right. This is wrong, like something's wrong. And she is telling me how she had to go to Wawa, which is a gas station in the South, if you guys are from the North, like I originally was. Like here we have like Sheets and stuff, but down there they have Wawa. So he tells her that she needs to go get a Wawa gift card and send the $100 that way because he can only do cash, okay? And she does this without telling me, okay? She's at work and she does this. Then we're discussing this after. Like after we get back. My foot is asleep. And so she's telling me, and this is where I'm getting like real, it doesn't make any sense type of shit, okay? She tells me that she sends a $100. She had to go get a $100 gift card and like send the back of it or like scratch off the back, I don't know, and then send the receipt with it. I believe this is the next morning when all this is happening, and he's saying that we need to put down our security deposit, okay? And at this point I'm really like tripped out. Like I don't really know what's going on, but I know that like something's off, okay? Because she was telling me the thing about the gift cards, and I've heard, I don't even like, I can't literally remember where I heard this or what they do with it, but I've heard that people that like internet scam will get you to buy gift cards and then send them the gift card with the receipt like through email or something, and then I don't know what they do. Like I don't know how they get the money off of it or something, but I just have heard this, okay? So at this point I'm like, what the hell? Like something's fishy, okay? And he's like telling us how we just need to give him the security deposit and then we will get the keys. But here's the thing, he can't meet in person because he's out of town. And by out of town, he's saying he's an hour away at the hospital with his daughter. And so we're calling him and he's like, I just need you to send it and then I can get you the keys, no worry. And I'm like, no, like we have to meet in person because he's saying we have to send this security deposit in cash, okay? That's what he says first. Like we cannot send a check, we cannot do it electronically, okay? And this is where I'm like, bro, I don't think so. I'm like, something's wrong. So I'm calling him and I'm saying, no, like we need to meet in person, like we can meet at the house and we can give you that when you give us the key. You know what I mean? First off, I don't even know where the lease is at. Like, where's our lease? But anyway, so he's saying no, he can't, he's out of town, whatever. And this is where I started getting like catching on, you know. I said something's wrong. So I like hang up on him and we're discussing and we're talking about how I told her about the gift card thing and I said, dude, this is wrong. So we did some digging, okay? And we started Googling the number and shit that he had sent us and the email that he had sent us, which was God loves God glory or something crazy like that. Not that that's crazy, but like it's not fitting with the story. So we find out his name is like Jose or something. That is not his name that he told us. I forget what the name he told us was, but it was not Jose. So then we find out his name is Jose and we're like, oh, we're like catching on, okay? I think we Googled his number. I think that's how we found out. So whatever. Yes, because he kept giving us a stupid number that came through the phone call. And then finally he starts texting us from a different number, which was his real number. Like, Jose fucked up, bro. We found out his true identity. Jose slipped up. He sent us a text from his real number and we like discovered his identity basically. I'm like sketched out, bro. I'm like, dude, he already has $100 from us. This is not his name. Like, I don't know what's going on and he doesn't want to meet in person and we have to send him cash and we have to do it right now. And we're like, something's off, but we don't really know what's off yet. And she's kind of like, we're both kind of just like, what do we do? Like, we don't want to miss this great opportunity if this is real, but it's probably not real. At this point, we're like, oh my God. And for some reason, I just got the great idea, like, because I'm really smart about this right now. Like, after 25 hours of being stupid, finally I become smart, okay? Oh, let's research the company that's on those pictures that was all over the house, because like that's the part that wasn't adding up. I'm like, the pictures match the company in the house. So like, what is this dude doing? So we finally get smart and we call the company and we are asking them like, hey, like we tell them the address, we tell them this dude named Jose, like, does he work for you guys? Like, is he a realtor or something for you guys? And they're saying like, no. They said basically they own properties all over the world, this like realtor place. And then what they do, if you put your credit card in for, they like charge you a penny and then you get the lockbox code. And then you can look at the house and see if you like it, basically, is how they do it. Once I put two and two together, I realized that Jose was putting his credit card in to get the lockbox code, to give us the lockbox code, and then charge us all this money for a house that obviously isn't his. So I'm telling the lady that this is what is going on, and she's like, okay, like, I'll tell my manager, I don't know what to do. Like, you should probably file a police report. So whatever, but very nice. She was very nice, but I was like, that's all you're going to do for me? Like, this dude is scamming me from your website and you don't care? So whatever. So get off the phone with her, realize that this entire thing is a freaking scam, which we should have realized from the jump, but we didn't. So finally, like I said, after like 25 hours later, we realized it's a scam. And Jose has $100 from us, which I am so pissed. I've just, like, I know people scam people out of a lot more than $100, but to me, nobody's going to scam me, period, okay? Whatever, so at this point, we are like, I'm frantic. I'm like, bro, I'm so mad. Like, first off, we don't have a place. Second off, he has $100 from us. Third off, we're freaking idiots. You still have the gift card, right? And she's like, yeah, because she just sent him a picture of it, you know? And I was like, let's go to Wawa and see if there's any money on this freaking gift card. Because if there is, like, maybe we can put it to another gift card or use it for gas or something. Like, I don't know what we can do, but like, he can't get this $100, okay? Go into Wawa. We're literally rush into my car, literally rush to Wawa, and we rush in, and we're like, is there any money on here? Sure enough, there's still $100 on there. And we're like, can we like put this gift card on a different Wawa gift card or something? And she said no. So then we had the bright idea that we were like, let's just spend the entire $100 right now in Wawa, because this dude is not taking our money. Like, that is going to piss me off. So we literally buy a bunch of random junk food, drinks. I filled my gas tank up. I think I left we left some for her to fill her gas tank up. And then we literally just bought so much food and shit that we didn't need, like a bunch of junk food. But we cleared the entire gift card off, and then we said, thank you so much, Jose. We got our $100 back. But yeah, basically that's the entire story time. We did end up filing a police report and absolutely nothing happened from it. It took us forever, and they basically said, what the hell do you want us to do? Which makes sense, because we are literally idiots. But yeah, that is the dumbest shit that I've ever done. So moral of the story, I will never in my life be trying to lease an apartment from Craigslist ever again, and I will never be stupid ever again like that, because that was so idiotic of me. But yeah, be careful with these Craigslist freaking people out here. And that was the entire story time. I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please give this video a big thumbs up and let me know if you want more story times, or if you want me to just stick with makeup or stick with something else. It really won't hurt my feelings. Just let me know what you guys want to see, and I can do that for you guys. And if you guys aren't subscribed yet, please make sure you guys hit the subscribe button right down below. It's free, and I upload twice a week. And also, make sure you are following all my social medias, which are also linked down below if you haven't followed them yet. And leave us a comment, and I will see you guys in my next video next Monday or Thursday. Peace out.